In the sprawling arena of football, where passion meets skill, Neymar Jr. emerges as a luminary, a phenomenon whose brilliance extends beyond the confines of the pitch. This comprehensive exploration dives into the multifaceted journey of Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. Uncovering the layers of his unparalleled talent, philanthropic endeavors, and global icon status. Roots of brilliance. Neymar's story begins in the heart of Brazil, in Mogi das Cruzes, where the rhythmic beats of samba mirror the dynamic movements of a young boy with a ball. Born on February 5, 1992, Neymar's early years were a dynamic dance on the streets, fusing the exuberance of Brazilian culture with the raw passion for the beautiful game. His introduction to football, particularly the dynamic world of futsal, marked the genesis of a prodigious talent. The dynamic rhythms of his hometown laid the foundation for the dynamic flair that would define Neymar's playing style, transforming him into a dynamic force destined for greatness. Rising star of Santos FC, Neymar's ascent from the streets of Mogi das Cruzes to the hallowed grounds of Santos FC was meteoric. His dynamic prowess and innate ability to mesmerize defenders marked him as a player of extraordinary potential. The dynamic partnership with Santos FC became the crucible in which Neymar's skills were refined and showcased to the world. Dynamic goals, audacious dribbles, and a flair for the dramatic made Neymar the face of Brazilian football. The dynamic legacy he built at Santos FC became a precursor to a career that would transcend continents and rewrite the narrative of footballing stardom. Neymar's dynamic exploits with Santos FC soon caught the attention of the global footballing community. In 2011, he played a pivotal role in Santos' triumphant Copa Libertadores campaign. The dynamic nature of his performances, including a dynamic goal in the final against Penharol, not only secured Santos the coveted title, but also affirmed Neymar as a dynamic force capable of delivering on the grandest stages. Barcelona. The dynamic Catalonian sojourn. The summer of 2013 witnessed Neymar's transition to Europe as he embarked on a dynamic journey with FC Barcelona. Paired alongside Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez, Neymar formed the iconic attacking trio known as MSN. The dynamic chemistry between these footballing maestros led Barcelona to unprecedented success, securing a treble in the 2014 to 2015 season. Neymar's time at Barcelona wasn't merely about goals and titles. It was a dynamic period of personal and professional growth. His dynamic playing style, characterized by nimble footwork and inventive flair, earned him global acclaim. The dynamic partnership with Messi and Suarez not only delivered trophies, but also solidified Neymar's status as a dynamic force in world football. PSG, a dynamic shift to Paris. In 2017, Neymar made a dynamic move to Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, breaking transfer records and adding a new chapter to his footballing odyssey. The dynamic allure of Paris, coupled with the challenge of spearheading PSV's quest for European glory, beckoned Neymar to the City of Lights. His dynamic impact on the French league was immediate, as he showcased a repertoire of skills that left spectators in awe. The dynamic connection with Kylian Mbappe and Edinson Cavani formed another lethal attacking trident. While injuries posed dynamic challenges, Neymar's resolve and dynamic contribution to PSG's domestic dominance showcased his enduring brilliance. The Seleção, national glory and leadership. Neymar's journey with the Brazilian national team, affectionately known as the Seleção, mirrors the dynamic highs and lows of his career. From winning the Copa America in 2019 to facing the heartbreak of injuries during pivotal moments, Neymar's commitment to representing his nation has been unwavering. In 2014, a dynamic run to the World Cup semifinals on home soil became a dynamic narrative of national pride. Despite injury curtailing his campaign, Neymar's dynamic influence on and off the pitch solidified his role as a dynamic leader for the Seleção. Philanthropy. The Neymar Jr. Institute. Beyond the football pitch, Neymar's impact extends into the dynamic realm of philanthropy. In 2011, he founded the Neymar Jr. Institute, not as a charitable obligation, but as a dynamic commitment to transforming lives. Situated in Praia Grande, Sao Paulo, the Institute is a dynamic hub for education, sports, and healthcare. The Familia NGR program, a dynamic initiative of the Institute, goes beyond conventional charity. It's a dynamic system that empowers underprivileged children and their families through education, sports, and access to healthcare. Neymar's dynamic involvement in philanthropy showcases a man cognizant of the transformative potential of football in shaping dynamic communities. Fashion and style. A dynamic trendsetter, Neymar's influence transcends football, permeating the dynamic world of fashion. His dynamic forays into fashion are more than sartorial choices. They represent a dynamic expression of his personality. Dynamic streetwear fusion, collaborations with couturiers, and dynamic red carpet moments highlight Neymar's status as a dynamic trendsetter. His dynamic hairstyles, from flamboyant mohawks to dynamic fades, have become iconic. Each haircut is a dynamic statement, a visual chronicle of his dynamic journey through the realms of fashion and self-discovery. Neymar's dynamic approach to fashion isn't about conformity. It's a dynamic celebration of individuality. Business ventures. Beyond the pitch, Neymar's dynamic persona extends into the dynamic realm of business. As a brand ambassador for global giants like Nike, Beats by Dre, and Red Bull, he is a dynamic figure shaping the narrative of modern sports marketing. Dynamic collaborations, including his fragrance line and a dynamic comic book series, showcase Neymar's entrepreneurial spirit. His dynamic ventures off the pitch are strategic and forward-thinking, reflecting a man who understands the symbiosis between sports and commerce. Neymar's impact on the business landscape is dynamic, establishing him not only as a football icon, but as a dynamic entrepreneur with a keen eye for dynamic opportunities, challenges, and resilience. A dynamic narrative. The dynamic narrative of Neymar's career isn't a linear ascent. It's a dynamic tapestry woven with triumphs and tribulations. From the dynamic highs of title victories to the lows of persistent injuries, Neymar's journey is a testament to the dynamic nature of sports and life. His dynamic resilience, both on and off the pitch, speaks volumes about his mental fortitude. In facing challenges head-on, Neymar doesn't crumble. He rises stronger. Each setback becomes a dynamic platform for triumphant comebacks, showcasing not only his athletic prowess, but also his dynamic character. Neymar's dynamic narrative is one of perseverance, a dynamic story that resonates with fans who admire not just his victories, but the dynamic spirit with which he confronts setbacks. Global icon. Impact beyond borders. Neymar's impact extends far beyond national borders. He is a dynamic global icon, whether gracing commercials for major brands, engaging millions on social media, collaborating with international artists, or making appearances in Hollywood, Neymar isn't just a footballer. He's a dynamic influencer shaping global conversations. His dynamic presence at international events and cultural impact go beyond football fanatics. Neymar becomes a dynamic representative of unity, diversity, and the dynamic power of sports and entertainment to transcend geopolitical divides. As a global icon, Neymar's influence isn't static. It's a dynamic force shaping the cultural landscape of a dynamic and interconnected world. Beyond the glitz and glamour, Neymar's philanthropic endeavors make him a dynamic advocate for positive change on a global scale. The Neymar Jr. Institute's dynamic impact goes beyond the borders of Brazil, inspiring a wave of social change and education initiatives worldwide. A dynamic force unleashed. In the dynamic tapestry of Neymar Jr.'s life, every chapter contributes to a legacy that transcends the boundaries of football. From the dynamic streets of Mogi das Cruzes to the global arenas of PSG, Neymar's journey is a dynamic odyssey of talent, resilience, and impact. As he continues to evolve as an athlete, philanthropist, fashion trendsetter, and global icon, Neymar Jr. stands as a dynamic force unleashed upon the world. His legacy isn't a static monument, but a dynamic masterpiece still unfolding, inspiring generations to come and cementing his status as a dynamic maestro orchestrating a symphony of artistry, philanthropy, and global impact.